Hey guys, how we doing? So I'm not at the desk today. A little bit of convoluted, whatever. We're using the phone camera, editing, chopping it up, whatever. Today is going over Clairvoyant. I'm hoping everybody's doing decent. If I didn't say it, FB.INSPECTA, aka J Swick. Um, I've been having a absolutely wonderful time trying the Clairvoyant wheels in whichever form. The only ones that I don't have currently of what he is producing are his graphic ones. I have his urethane rolls, his recycled, his dual core recycled. Um, I'm just getting certain things out the way real quick. When it comes to the recycled wheels, they can fit on literally almost any set of trucks. I have this here 3D printed board that I made, designed, whatever, yada yada. These are UAG fan team trucks, and it is a bitch to try to find any set of wheels that will actually pair up on these. Hold on, see if we can get very free spin on there, and that is a square setup on there, so that's a bitch and a half to actually try to find wheels that have enough backspacing for the bearing and whatnot to clear and not catch. um so we're gonna come over here to the what I honestly expected to least enjoy, but still ended up coming around. I haven't changed anything about this board other than adding the rails and changing the grip tape because I think this might be like the one setup that I leave as a forever setup. We got redemption tape on here. We got deli trucks. We got 3D printed riser by me. We got G sheets, bushings, Loon L3, 34 millimeter. The delis are 32. And then his D rolls on here. Holy fuck, bro. I honestly, I was like, oh, whatever. They're just another set of urethane. Just me fucking with them. I was mainly after the recycleds because I prefer, like, typically, I prefer softer wheels in general. Um, don't get me wrong, I like these. The amount of time that I have put on these fuckers in general, outside, at a park, random bullshit, at work, being a welder, gross ass area, whatever, rust, what have you. Holy fuck. These things have been putting up with my abuse for fuck, probably probably off on this by a little bit, but I think I've been rocking these for almost 3 fucking months at this point. Fantastic. I ordered these dial tone 99A durometer, and they've been all holding up super great, super fantastic. Haven't had any issues, no bearing slip, nothing goofy like that with these sets in specific. Now I got at oh boy, and I was like, hey man, having small issues. I gave it some time before I actually bugged them, try to see if I couldn't set them and if they just like fell out their cup or something. But in getting in contact with him, um, I was having slipping on the dual cores. He said I'm the only motherfucker to go through this. Out of all the times that he's done dual cores, I guess I'm the only person to have this issue. I put the smallest dab of super glue down, took a wooden toothpick, and I pulled the wheel back. And then I put 4 little touch points on it. And then I put the wheel flat and I pushed her down, trying to keep my thumbnails on the inner dual core. Only had this issue with the dual core wheels. I didn't have it with the regular whole set, like all in one, whatever. I mean, not all in one, but whole material recycled wheels. Overall, I definitely probably have been babying these more. Not necessarily just because of what I went through, just because they were trying to separate whatever. Since I've super glued them, no issues there. But I don't. You can definitely notice that there's a little bit less give. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if these are 99A or 101, but they're slime balls with the clear inner core. Um, I really have no actual issues. I don't remember what the stipulation was, whether he was offering for me to send these back or him replace it and whatnot. I try not to do any of that shit. I try to run it straight and whatnot. If I'm actually having an issue with the product now, if they're bad, and like I want to continue on, and if they're actually willing, if I feel the need that I do need it replaced, I will get at them and be like, hey, I obviously hope that nobody watching these videos or being a customer for any one of the companies that I review has to go through any sort of bullshit. That's why I go and I actually try to pick companies that I enjoy as their business model and how I like how they're moving, or you're an Illinois brand. Either way, you get thrown into the loop there. Final thoughts. Hands down, some of the best wheels that you can go buy for not a crazy price. They are definitely on the little bit more expensive, because I think these ones were 25, the recycleds were 25, and then the dual core were 35. So not crazy. Like not. I don't know how much the graphic wheels are going to be at this time. Um, I'm going to have to guess either 35 or 40, just giving a slight guess. He's got a basic, I don't want to call it basic, but a nice, clean, um, Clairvoyant logo. And I believe they're in black and white and uh, black and red. I might be mistaken. I should have pulled up the picture before I started this. I want to get my hands on a set for sure. Super dope. I love seeing all of the graphic wheels come out and everything. Finally got myself a set. Going to be bugging you all on that here in the future. But I really can't say any negatives about this wheel company. Um, they do specialized tools and stuff like that. And then I've been bugging them trying to see. So for a short time, they had urethane boards. Now I know that that's a super niche product with inside a super niche hobby as it is already, but at the same time, like me wanting to try everybody's shit that they have to offer, but a urethane board sounds wildly enticing over a polyboard for a couple of reasons. Because my biggest gripe with most polyboards, not Poly the brand, I haven't personally tried a polyboard, but um 3D printed or tech boards being ABS injected molded, and then this being, oh, I went with the PETG on this one. Either way, poly, whatever, whatever form of plastic that you want to go under, there is definitely a noticeable amount of weight that is missing. Specifically in the tech decks, I'm able to throw as much weight in that thing as I want to, but there is definitely a noticeable difference. So I'm assuming with the urethane material, you can pack in a good bit of weight as long as you're considerate of like air bubbles and stuff like that. I wouldn't be like the viscosity of it, I'm assuming, is just generally heavier than plastic. So I don't know if you need to worry about air bubbles for density and rigidity, or to keep it at a good average weight. Obviously, something that would be played around with, especially if you can't get all the air bubbles out, and then you gotta try to come up with a lighter material, yada yada yada. Now, at this point, I'm just rambling. I'm trying to run out. As far as I know, there's nothing else that I was told about the wheels. He might have a couple more hookups, but nothing super crazy in the works. Like I said, I was trying to bully him about the urethane board, see if we couldn't get a couple of those going. He'll take the cores off of the tools and he'll put them in there. Um, dude's super dope. He is easy to talk to. He'll get back to you in a reasonable fashion. Um, fuck, I can't. I honestly am racking my brain just trying to think of any other good things to say about this brand, other than they are my top three wheel companies to ride, and I will be making a follow up video on them in the future. I just hope to have some difference from this review. Obviously, I went over three of his wheels, three of his different kind of product category. No issues, and I've been abusing the fuck out of them. Either way, that's me done rambling. I appreciate everybody that stops by for these. Y'all be safe. Adios. And if you don't follow, follow. If you stayed here till the end, drop your boy a like. Tell me if you like my rambling, hate my rambling, if I need to clean this up. I'm trying, folks. I love y'all. Adios. Be safe.